What go down, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King Key from the motherfucker 713. If you're here and you're new to this wonderful, beautiful channel, please make sure you go ahead and click like, subscribe, share. Make sure you click that notification bell on so every time I drop content, you will be notified. Comment down below and let me know how you how you feel. I keep saying that bullshit, how you about to feel. Because I know how you about to feel. But as you looking at it, it's how you gonna feel. Well, goddamn, it's the same shit I just said. Anyway, just comment down below, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead, let's give it up. Get it for yourself. So look, y'all, all the bullshit with all the funds and shit. But look, let me tell y'all something. If there's certain things that you're holding on and you've been holding on, and you realize there's really nothing much that you can do besides what you already did, well, I'm here to tell you to let it go. Let go anything that has been hurting you, that has been hurting others. Let it go. Because you holding on to it does not do nothing but hurt you. I learned a long time ago that if it's out of our control, if it's out of my control, all I can do is give it to God. And once I give it to God, I gotta let God do what God do. So let God do what God do. Okay? For my believers. Let God do what God do. Give it to God. Don't sit up there and try to don't sit up there and try to go to sleep and procrastinate about it and hold it till eventually you feel like it's going to disappear, because it's not. The only way to completely make it go away is bringing it up to the surface and letting it go. Now, y'all probably asking me, well, how do I let it go, Divine Truth? How do I let it go, DT? You let it go by simply saying, I release such and such, whatever you're trying to release. I don't care if it's from whatever you're trying to release at that moment. Just say what you want to release and give it to God. Now, in certain circumstances, depending on the situation or whatever you're trying to work on, some of the things you might have to work on besides the prayer. Because certain things we could pray on, but if we don't work for it at the same time, then God is like, I mean, I appreciate you for asking me and I will help you, but you got to put the work in yourself. But that is, wow, that's crazy. That is putting in the work. Is giving it to God. Giving it to God is putting in work. So once you give it to God, you did your part. Your part was getting it, realizing that you tried, you did all you could, and part of your part is giving it to God. So if you're looking at this, listening to this, let it go. Whatever you've been holding on to, let it go. Tell somebody. Tell somebody that you feel comfortable of telling. Because believe it or not, a lot of people go through certain things in life. And a lot of people are not comfortable telling their personal life trauma or their personal life situation to everybody. And me personally feel like you shouldn't. You should find somebody comfortable. Because not, like in my last video, you know what I'm saying, certain people are messy. So you definitely do have to be real confidential of what information that you give to yourself to somebody. Because they can find a way to manipulate it against you. So, but healing wise, ladies and gentlemen, let it go. I'm telling you this from experience myself. I didn't have to express to my beautiful spouse, my beautiful wife, the traumas that I've been through. You see what I'm saying? The experience that I've been through in life. And it's a healing. It's a part of growth and healing, because this is something that I feel like, me personally, I feel like everybody's going to have to go through that. Everybody's going to have to go through a certain situation, a certain something that they're going to hold on to. It might be it might be hurtful towards them. You know how certain people go through traumatic events. You know how some people go through, bad events or bad situations in their life, and they hold that situation on instead of just letting it go or praying or just talking to somebody. You don't want to be that person that do hold on to shit like that, because when you do, it really hurts you. It stops you. It hurts you. Hell, it might even hurt the people around you, because this shit can stop you from being so happy and pure and all the way down to just down and evil and not giving a damn and saying fuck everybody. Feel what I'm saying? So, let it go. Let it go. You probably need to hear this shit all week, all day, all month, all year. Let it go. Okay? Let it go and grow. Let it go and grow. If you let bullshit go, you'll be able to grow and be a better version of yourself. That's it. Just the shedding off the old and coming out with the new. Okay? It's kind of like, and just bear with me when I say this. Hopefully this makes sense. But it's like a plant, right? A plant, and not even a plant, but anything that comes with life. It comes from one little tiny whatever to be what it is, like a plant, a person. But I'm going to say a plant in this reference for this example. I'm going to say a plant. So look at it like a plant. You put a seed in the dirt, regardless of whatever kind of plant it is. You put the seed in the dirt, right? If you plant that seed right and you feed it the right amount of water, the right amount of sunlight, it's no longer going to be a seed anymore. It's going to be a plant of whatever. Now, if it didn't, that means you probably put too much water, gave it too much sun, or gave it too much of everything. It's the same thing with life, right? Whatever you've been through, you've been holding on to it long enough, and you're still here. And you're here by the grace of God, right? But you also, if you're here right here at this moment, you're also here to let me tell you that it's time to let that shit go. Throw it in the trash. Fucking recycle. Throw it in the trash. Throw it in the trash. And I don't care what it is and who it is. That's how deep this shit goes. Because sometimes it could be a person. It could be a person that probably you truly cared about, you loved, and they did you wrong. Now, I'm not saying wishing death upon them. I'm not saying like, hope they die. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that all you can do is just love everybody. And even with situations like that, you got to give it to God. You got to pray. Hopefully they become a better version than the version that I encountered. Because next time that individual see you, you're not going to be that same whoever, the same little girl, same little boy, whoever. You're not going to be the same person. You're going to be an adult with he or she's own mindset. You're going to be fully developed. Some of y'all earlier than sooner. You're going to be fully developed due to life circumstances, right? Doing life circumstances. And I truly feel that this shit, like certain shit, is lessons and it's going to help you grow. But you got to realize in order you to grow, you got to let it go. You got to let shit that you can't control, you can't do nothing with, but give it to God. You got to let it go so you can grow, so you can continue to be a better, way better version of yourself. And not just to please others, but just please yourself and God. And let yourself be an example to others that, hey, if you start improving in yourself, you start letting go certain things, certain people, certain situations, this is what happens. You feel me? So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, Let it go. All right. Well, all that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this wonderful video. Please make sure you like this video, you comment, you share, you turn that notification bell on so every time I drop content, you will be notified. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I send y'all peace, love, and light. And until we meet again.